And welcome. Hello.
Hey
Hi.
y'all.
We are here. This is the fourth Booyah. I am Mustard.
And I'm Jerky.
And welcome. Honestly, it's a pleasure to be here. And I'm hope you guys are all as excited as we are for an entire day. We're here. It's a land.
It's
We're
always
at,
exciting to be in real life, because you can play online, but it's not the same. There's a
yeah,
vibe, there's an energy involved.
exactly. And we have everyone here today. We do not have the venue cam set up yet,
It'll
but
get there.
um, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. I believe we have um
Well, right now we're
12,
doing round. Yeah.
12 teams.
Yeah.
Just wanted to check the team number. So we have 12 teams, and we are halfway through the group stage to our
Mhm.
group rounds. So yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm excited to come for the first time. Yeah, never done it.
Yeah. So, uh, we are on our second round of three in the group. Afterwards, onto bracket, an 18 bracket. So it's nice and simple. Hopefully, hopefully we won't run late. Fingers crossed. But you know,
It's probably not going to be late compared to last time because it was for the showdown online of all the lands in the U.S. So we'll probably be chilling in on a time. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
So, thank you everyone for tuning in. Um, we have point and click adventure going against Splatter Today Night Live. Here's a venue cam.
Oh,
We
there
did
you
it.
go. Nice.
Yeah, so we get to see the teams on the left side. On that station one is point and click adventure. On the right is Splatter Today Night Live, and yeah, so spot. So point and click adventure. They have JB13 Bowls, IC, Pick Pickles, and Cannon. And it they seem to have their way around. Pick Pickles having played in the third Sunset Surge.
Oh, nice.
Um, Cannon placing first in Ludi Div 3, Ludi 16, and the first SoCali, which I think that was about a year ago. Um, JB13 Bowls having first at Coral Clash Low Tide. So, these players, they've been around. They've had a few games here and there for sure. Claudia appearance on the screen. And for Splatter Today Night Live,
Yeah, so Splatter Night Live, we look like we have Dulce Dog 75, Furball, Pashmina, and Octo 64. So it looks like this team is kind of like an underdog team. They haven't had any results or anything, but we should see some interesting gameplay today.
hopefully,
Yeah.
um, there is, yeah, we don't actually have much info on them. So, it'll, I'm excited.
No, there's all the new kits that were released interesting, recently, so maybe we'll see those up.
We,
There's so
it,
many.
it is allowed.
Yeah.
We are allowing all the new kits,
Yeah.
even though they dropped like last week.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, it'll be exciting. For our first match here, we are going to Splat Zones on Mahi Mahi. Then we have Clam Blitz on Scorch Gorge, Power Control on Ship Shape, Rainmaker on Humpback, and then Splat Zones on Hammerhead Bridge. It is a best of 5 and not a play all 5 or anything of that sort. So, it could be fast, it could be slow.
Yeah, and it was with Mahi Mahi. The beginning of the match, everything has all the water risen up. So we're going to see some really tight gameplay until the water goes down, and then there'll be more field. So we'll see if that ends up, tunneling in or if it ends up being a longer match for that first one.
Yeah. So I am hoping it's not super
Oh
one-sided
yeah.
on Mahi.
Yeah.
Clam Blitz on Scorch. I mean, as clams go, generally speaking, it's either you're trading blows back and forth all the time, or it's a stalemate until like the end, and then you go through, and then you.
And then it's OT, and then it's
Yep,
like, who has the most clan? Do they even have a power clan?
exactly. So hopefully it doesn't come down to that. I've played way too many Scorch games that have gone to that like 100 overtime.
Yeah.
Never fun, never cool, never great.
Well, yeah, because you only have the one pathway. You have so there's a two, but like the great one isn't a path because it's like you can't really go there. Like you're just open field essentially. So you really only have that right path. So we're gonna see a lot of tunneling in the one. But since the stage is so big, we'll see if anyone scores.
Yeah. So hopefully, um, some sniper action, especially on Mahi. I think Mahi is a very sniper favored map. Really, just any of them.
Mhm.
No pencil.
Are we playing meta right now?
No pencil.
Well, it might
No
be with like
pencil.
the edit instead, so it's still ranged with the cooler option, but like it's not pew pew.
It's you have downtime
Yeah.
when you are on edit. I think that's the thing.
Mhm.
So compared to like pencil, your downtime is actually generally speaking fairly low versus like edit it takes time to charge.
Mhm.
But when it is charged, when you are shooting, it
Yeah.
is probably the best main weapon period. It's just you have that trade-off.
Yeah.
So it's a little easier to attack, a little easier to go at it. An edit kind of perched up high versus like pencil, you just like shoot a shot, run away.
Yeah, go into the corner, go to the next side, go into a corner, run to the other block. Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully, I want to see some sniper action. I don't know.
But
Maybe
not
like
necessarily pencil.
yeah, maybe like a cheeky E leader. Who knows?
Well, a lot of people are playing Zuka, so even if there was the E leader, I feel like that's the counterplay that a lot of people are doing right now.
Yeah.
Especially with a splatter shot, they're always painting a lot, and then you're going pew into the into the E leader if there is one.
Yeah. So we are getting in very shortly. Both teams slowly readying up, getting into the lobby, and yeah, I'm I'm excited.
Yeah, let's go.
This is technically the second match, but the first streamed match of Booyah
day.
Bait.
Yeah.
Or Shoreline Shakeup, the fourth one.
It's so exciting that it's the fourth one now. Yeah, I just heard about it the last time, and I'm like, this vibe, perfect. So hopefully we just continue growing and growing from there.
Yeah, I also swung by for the third one, and I was like, you know what? Yeah,
Vibes are chill.
I'll do this again. It's fun, and you know, this could be you if you
Yeah.
happen to be in the San Francisco Bay
Area.
Feel free to come down. We're at Guildhouse in downtown San Jose. So
All right, here we go on Mahi Mahi.
oh yeah.
Oh, we see two octobrushes, one on each side. Yeah. There is a pencil.
Boo. But I'm actually interested in this point and click adventure comp because you're running mostly fairly short range.
Yeah.
I think your goal.
Unfortunate. The white path.
Yeah, I think your goal is you need to be very aggressive. We kind of see that happen there.
Yeah.
But we got the colors right. There we go. But
Yeah,
like point and click adventure, they hold it down. That's kind of what happens. You go in together as a group, and you get taken out of it.
Right, and we have all these experienced players, and like I said earlier, Splatter Day Night Live doesn't have any results that we see, so maybe they're not necessarily people who played together before.
Which is, you know,
Yeah.
in an environment like a LAN, like Booyah, you know, it's all about coming out to play, regardless of your skill. Just
Mhm.
here to have fun, you know, get better, right? And we see Octo 64.
Oh, trying to get that zone.
They
Oh, unforced. The Kraken got them.
Yeah, they stopped the timer. You know, but they weren't able to take control. So at the end of the day, kind of all for naught. We see Furball trying to make it to the zone, not gonna get there, and that's gonna be a quick 100-0 for point and click adventure.
Yeah, that was a really, really fast match. Just as I said before, we have the water up, and then they just really went forward, and then we just saw it snowball from there, unfortunately.
Yeah, for Splatter Day Night Live. Whoa, can't but they're not exactly in a they're not there's not enough synergy happening with the weapons. A
Yeah.
lot, they're playing it's fine to play comfort picks, whatever you're good at or what you're more comfortable on, but you need to work together, you need to break through, and it's kind of difficult. To be honest, it is just being outranged, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
a lot of it is the range battle that Splatter Night Live can't really counter.
Yeah, because everything was short range. We saw like the arrow, we saw the octopus. That's two very short range weapons, so they're going to be outclassed by like the pencil, for example. And then we also had the Zuka from earlier. We saw some shots, and then unfortunately that got some people too. All right, here we go with Clam. Round 2.
No pencil! No pencil! But
we got the edit though.
yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's
I
fair.
love the edit. I'm not good at it, but it's a very fun weapon.
And that's all that matters. We have 2 aerospace for Saturday Night Live. Not, I'm not a fan personally. I think you don't have enough range. Maybe you're trying to get aggressive with. It's not really happening either. You see, they're already kind of losing mid control. They're getting boxed out. They're not able to take these duels. Again, I think a lot of it comes down to range.
Right, right. Because we can see Elijah had the power clam and was able to send it in with short range, but was backed up by the S-Blast and the other ranged weapon. And so they were able to score so many, and they're really painting a lot to go even more forward. We can see Pickles went a lot further up until Furball came around.
And we see the response come through, but it doesn't really matter. Point and click adventure. They're still holding the ground. Saturday Night Live. They're just kind of now coming back up again. Pashmina, kind of on a solo adventure.
Yeah.
Not sure. Not sure where they're going.
Yeah.
But the heart was in the right place.
Yeah. You can see they really tried to get in there, Splattered at Nate Live, but unfortunately they were outranged again. And, it happened, but...
Yeah. And, honestly, prospects not looking good for tower control here on Ship Shape.
You have a blaster on the side of point and click adventure. You have the decently ranged cooler options because we saw the pencil and the edit. And so we need to see Splatter Day Night Live hopefully have more range. I'm hoping to see maybe another blaster to help with the tower, or maybe something that's more aggressive that they can go in rather than like an aerospace.
Like aerospray paints really well. It's a great support weapon in that way. You build special. You keep the floor painted. You can't really brawl. You can't really skirmish with it at all, which is what was lacking from Saturday Night Live. So hopefully we see a little bit of a reversal, trying to maybe, get something new going. But I will say, I think their best shot here is tower control.
Mhm.
It is since it forces you to be in such a close quarter situation that it does mean you have a shot at, you know, potentially winning just because it's close quarters. You're forced to be there, but we'll
And it
see.
moves.
Yeah,
You know, it's not static like the other objectives, so we're having a constant moving zone, as I like to think about it. You know.
yeah. We'll see. We'll see what comes through the.
Oh, we got a dually squelchers up in here. I haven't seen that in a hot minute.
But that might actually be the skirmishing that the skirmish power they need. So we'll see if they're able to get anything done. We'll see Dog go straight for the tower. Gets taken out
Oh, we see
immediately.
Kashima put in the Booyah bomb to try to make sure that they can get that column area, but unfortunately, they were taken down. So now we see point and click adventure. They're kind of holding it off, but they haven't. Oh, now they're on the tower. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, they want to establish space. They want to make sure they can actually push the tower without jeopardizing their position at all. We saw Elijah get on there with with the Kraken, provide some protection. You cannot be splatted in Kraken form.
Right, the invincibility special. Then we got a nice support on the tower right now with. Oh, we got
Oh, okay. A great hammer.
Yeah, we do like the buff on the hammer because the buff on, hammer hasn't been used in a hot minute, but now with the buffs to the throw, we're seeing it a lot more in tournaments. So hopefully we see some more interesting action like that again.
Yeah, and we see Saturday Night Live. They're still getting locked in to their spawn area, but we saw a little bit of adaptation. We see we saw the Kraken come out, try to take some space back, get on the tower, kind of push them back, force the objective away. But afterwards, there's just not much that they had
Yeah.
really in the tank. They didn't have anything to begin with, but they tried to walk forward, point and click adventure. They kited the Kraken, walked away, and the rest is history, really.
And so, just as we said before, this is a best of 3. So we will see them, again in a higher rank and stuff.
Best of
Oh, best of 5.
5.
Sorry, best of 5.
But they still have another round. They still have one more game to go for them in the group round. But for this match, that is all. I think if you are Splattered Night Live, just, hold your head up high. Hey, tried your best. You're playing against some really experienced players, and it's just a great learning experience. It's good practice, and hiya venue cam.
Yay, venue cam!
So there we go. And yeah, I think and and for the and if you are point and click adventure, you are rooting for them. Honestly, they looked strong. They looked
They did look
powerful.
strong. Like you said earlier, they have a lot of results from previous lands as well as Ludi and other things like that. So we'll probably see them pretty high up when we start doing the single alien part after lunch.
Yeah, and you mentioned lunch, which is after the next round, so you'll get some other people up on here yapping.
Yeah.
But there will be a salmon run side event.
And I'll be in that. I won the last one with my team, but unfortunately, one team member couldn't make it. So we have a new one, but 3 of the 4 of us have played together before. We have no practice together, and we somehow won that last time.
Just how it is. Sometimes it's how it is. So we, we got some time. We got things to set up here. A lot of moving parts out of land, but
We're going to
one
be setting up round 3 in a few moments. So we're going to be on break and then we'll have some new com people.
yeah. So grab a snack, grab a drink. This is your one chance. I will say things will pick up from here.
Yep.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be waiting. I won't. We'll be waiting for you.
Hey, you
More,
never know.
yeah. Third round on the
Yeah.
other side of this break. Interested in this.
Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, shall I
Famously,
say?
morning 12:21, right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, 12:21, the classic morning. Sure, it's noon, but it's not quite after
Lunch
noon.
hasn't happened,
That
therefore, still morning.
there, true, true. We are still in the group stage. We are in round 3 of groups. I am Vapor, joined by Mustard, and we're going to be starting off on Splat Zone's Mako Mart, the classic for not just group stage, but top cut as well in most events.
Oh yeah, I am excited. I think I personally never really been good on splat zones on Micromart. Just I don't know. Like I feel like I can get 7 and like nothing happens, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and one good thing to note in this matchup, we are going to have a tent from Kronos going up against another tent from Sorella showing up here at Booyah Bay today. Sovlis, OVT, and Typo running with Kronos, high numbers, and MXT running with Sorella. So, first zone, going to 2 dualies and a dream, which is the side of Kronos, OBT, and Sovlis to lead things off. And Kronos is going to
Ooh.
clean that one up. That's going to be a triple on the side of dualies to get the early advantage.
Yeah, already 30 down on their respective time. And for 2 dualies and a dream, I would say the bigger dream is
Yeah,
the bigger dream is going to be they want to win with this defense. They want to prove they are the better team.
Yeah, these are also players with a lot of experience, not just on the 2 dually side, but on the in and out side as well. A lot of experience, but unfortunately getting shut down once again. 3v3 on the field. Kronos looking for Kai, but they jump out, jump in. It's Sorella, and they go down to Kronos. And with that Storm able to get the pick there, 2v2, zone is neutral for the meantime. 1v1 for the zone, but the strikes are going to hold, and it's going to be game. 2 dualies in a dream, taking out game number 1 of this best of 5 round 3.
Yeah, T-Sane and in and out combo. They really could not get in at all. They were never able to break through, never able to reclaim any space mid, and frankly, it just looked a little, dare I say, like sloppy. You know, you're jumping in when your team is jumping out. Like you're doing a little bit of an exchange, but it's not like you have some special, some secret, right? It's not like you're gonna show up with a splashdown, maybe, or something. So, fortunately, I think just not a great start for T-Sane and in and out combo. For me, I think I would never go to both of those places at the same time, or like in one trip. I feel I feel like in and out, in and of itself, is generally enough. I would not also go to a place like Keystane. So I kind of get it. Some boba is pretty nice, but
Hey, whatever makes these teams happy after all. And yes, it does show Fufu, but Fufu unable to make it today. So we have another player subbing in for Kisei. But hey, we have a lot of people here, unfortunately, some unable to make it, but still, many people showing up. Huge crowd, 12 teams showing up to this event. So we're going to get ready back into game number 2, which is Rainmaker on Scorch Gorge.
And I have really bad memories of Rainmaker Scorch Gorge, one of the tournaments I've played in. Famously, my run ended here because we got a DC. That does not look like Umbrella.
That quite does not look like Umbrella at all. Chrono switching off to that brand new mini Splatling Beacon and Zuka. but not going to use anything so far. Drop a beacon and pick up Rainmaker, and they're going to get this first checkpoint cleanly. Pop that Zuka now, finds one. Esplast down, going after Sorella, ends up missing, but drops a beacon and picks up the Rainmaker once again and goes right through those triple ink strikes to keep things looking good. Esplast from the top is going to finish them off, but 2v2 on the field. This push might not be completely over, but with this Dynamo is going to force that dually back and jump out right before the swing hit.
Right in the nick of time. Yeah, that was a great opening for two dualies and a dream. Now for T-Stain in and out combo, they are trying to reclaim their space mid, not really able to move all too far. They get the Rainmaker back towards the, to the middle platform. We see Sorella trying to stay alive. Unfortunately, gonna drop with that Rainmaker, and two dualies and a dream firmly in control. They have picked up the Rainmaker. They are walking forward. OBT gonna be carrying that through the ink strikes.
OBT holding on to this Rainmaker. Chronos popping out that try. Zuka looking for a pick with some help. Typo able to finish that one off. OBT looking for a dive, but still going to get slowed down. Numbers even 4v4. Tent moving in with Sorella. OBT getting shots behind that tent shield to try to help out. Crab coming out, Zuka coming out. There is going to be a trade down, but with 3 members going down on T-Stain this time, it's only that S-Blast. MXTT trying to hold forward. Booyah bomb online. They find one. Rainmaker pushing up to 18, and that is a huge push for Rainmaker on this map of Scorch Gorge.
It's a tall task for T-Stain to come back. So able to get their one before getting black. That will be
does decide to jump out there, but Sovless still trying to hold this forward position here. Sorella popping that Zuka, trying to take out Typo in the corner. They do end up going down, but now it's going to be the Rainmaker in favor of T-Stain. 40 seconds on their timer. Jumper, Typo ends up going down.
Ooh.
OBT up top now, but with 3 members going down, it's only the bucket jumping out, and that is 2 minutes left on the clock, and it's still advantage for 2 dualies and a dream.
And it's not, like they're in a good position because you have 2 minutes. You can still come back. You, swing tempo of the game. Really, I'm in the firm belief of like the last minute is the most important of really any Splatoon mode. And we're getting near there. Chronos just playing the stall game, gonna be down here on the low ground, just trying to just eat away time, because the less time you give T-Stain to come back, the better it is for you.
Yeah, definitely. Typo's going forward, but with 30 seconds left on that Rainmaker, they're going to look to make a play here. Crab out. Numbers up top. They're getting destroyed by this Crab. Ends up going down. Dynamo gain taken out. 1 minute left on the clock. Make that 70 seconds with 1 moving ahead. Sovless, Typo moving up with them. Working together. Rainmaker diving it. They end up going down with 1 point remaining. MXCT trying to hold up. And it's only the bucket. Last one up. OBT is going to be this blaster to push them back.
And it's a tall order. 1 remaining. You need to dunk the Rainmaker. You need to make it all the way. It's a great start. They do get a trade mid, and they slowly reclaim space. MXTT, we see, kind of just trying to fight for their lives here. But unfortunately, Rainmaker does go down. And 2 dualies and a dream walking forward. Sorella out of the fight now. Callie gonna jump out just to stay alive, especially for this final skirmish. 2 dualies and a dream gonna look to grab that Rainmaker, gonna look to just hold on to it, not get aggressive whatsoever. So T-Stain in and out combo. They're gonna have to walk forward. They're gonna have to take the initiative here. Sovless with the Crab somehow still gets Sorella. Rainmaker able to reset. What? That's not good. That means you don't get the overtime.
The pick from Sovless there is actually crazy. They were able to take it up and find the pick on the closest person to the Rainmaker, force that reset out.
And I mean, that's just kind of what you need to do. When you are in firm control of the match, you just take advantage. You just walk forward. You take the space, and you just box them out. Don't let them get close to the Rainmaker. Don't even give them the opportunity to make that comeback. And Two Dualies in a Dream, I mean, they executed that flawlessly.
Oh, definitely. They made that play gorgeously, and these teams, you see them smiling on the side of Two Dualies and a Dream. They're happy to be here. They're having a wonderful time, and I hope all these teams and players are just happy to be here as well. We're here for the enjoyment. It's not about the competition. It's about having fun with each other.
Oh yeah, I think we're all here for the love of the game. We're here to have fun, and we are honestly, I'm glad to be here. I'm happy to be here. I'm just here. I'm not competing or anything. I'm here to watch. I'm here to just chill, have fun, and just enjoy my day. And hopefully everyone here is doing the same, whether you're watching at home or you're watching here in person. This could be you. One of these audience members could be you. You can still swing by Guildhouse in downtown San Jose if you want to join us in the audience. Be the peanut gallery.
Hey, anyone is welcome. And if they do want to just hop in here, there's always a next time. So going into game number 3, we have Claimless on Museum dell'Alfonsino. Kronos sticking with that mini Splatling. And Callie, over to that new Jet Squelcher. First bomb splashdown.
Honest, I saw the kit and I was like, that is, wow, amazing. Cinema. If I had enough, I'm gonna make an admission. I don't have enough Sheldon licenses to unlock all the weapons. I have 0 right now, so I got none of the new kits. But I've seen them. They're all amazing. Ooh! Sovlis somehow getting that.
Whoa! Was that a bomb off the tent shield there? Finding 2 more?
Oh man, that's a hold the highlight button moment for me.
Yeah.
They get the pop on the barrier. Gonna be getting some clams in there. 62 now the running total remaining for Two Dualies and a Dream. They're gonna get it down to 56. They're gonna be out of clams. Chrono's gonna be popping out, able to survive. They get the trade, but for decent in and out combo, 56 is really a great mitigation of what was an amazing push by Two Dualies and a Dream. So.
Oh, definitely. And that was a huge jump out there by Kronos as well. Callie now holding this left side with that splashdown ready. 2 members down. This is an opportunity for T-Sane to move forward. They see Kronos on that right side. They know OBT is in the back.
Oh.
So the jumper off the beacon. Tybo getting picked off. MXTT holding forward here. Trying to poke around these ledges with Sorella. There goes the Wavebreaker. They marked 1, and they're going after Sovlis. Sovlis gets picked off by the 10th Umbrella on Sorella. Sorella still holding that forward position. Blobber now. Ooh. This is the same player that played Dynamo earlier. They are a Dynamo Blobber 2-trick player. So all of this forward positioning from this Blob player is actually going to be crazy, especially on any push if they can keep points in on the board. OBT trying to hold this back, but Sovla's going to clean out 3 with some other teammates, and now it's only the Blob forced to back all the way up.
And they didn't pick up the pity, so there is still that power slam sitting in the back if they find a good opportunity to quickly execute. They get a little trade there mid, trade that push for the umbrella, for the Brella, and now things have kind of reached a standstill. Both teams holding their side of the map, and for T-Sane in and out combo, I want to see some aggression. I want to see some real video gaming. And
you say it right
speak
there.
It into existence.
You say it right there too. Make that 3, a third with the wave breaker, and that is going to be a full white. Sorella having clams ready. Tossing a forward.
Will it be enough,
Blaster
though?
has the power clam in their favor. Sorella popping that Zuka, trying to find 1, but all members are making it through. There's still one power clam left on the field. One clam could take the lead, but the blob is going to opt to back up, try to play for life.
That's honestly a great heads-up play. You don't want to try to overextend to try and get that lead because you need to be able to hold the space because we see two Doolies in a Dream aggressively walking forward. We see the Zuka able to get one. Crab popped as well now from Soveless. Posted up on this on Fidget Spinner. Gonna be taking their time. Gonna be boxing them out. T-Stain and in and out combo need to get some specials of their own if they want to break through this hole, and it looks like they will. They're able to get a couple spots in their way. Typo is in their spawn with the crab.
Yeah, popping that crab. We're going to have OBC jump in as well to support. Typo does save that power clam as well. They get the points on the board. Another jumper is going to be Kronos going into mid. 2 members are up, but this could be an opportunity here if they can make it in. Kronos does get a few more. A jumper in once again. It's going to be Soveless from behind.
No, it
just
misses!
a bit short.
Oh,
Soveless just a bit short on that jump in power clam. Typo going to look to save it, but they get picked off by MXTT. Going to roll back into mid, but that is a free power clam for T-Stain here. Opportunity, Zuka out for Sorella, looking for an opportunity to find one.
All they need to do is pop the barrier, and they will take the lead. That is the name of the game for T-Stain in and out combo. They're trying to make it happen, but it's going to be so much harder when you're down 2 already. So they're probably just going to back up here. You see Soveless walking forward, trying to reclaim some of the space, clean up mid a little bit. Does have to clam online, so 2 Doolies and a Dream, they are in a good position to set up another offensive, especially with just so little time on the clock. All they have to do is stall. Make sure that T-Stain in and out combo can't get a power clam. They do have the pity. They are going to start overtime, but that puts them on the clock. Kronos tries to go in, does not get that clam in.
Wait, typo, opportunity. They have
makes it
enough.
happen.
They had 6 clams to drop, and they score that power clam. A huge awareness opportunity there with the other power clam falling off the ledge.
Yeah, you think it's over because you had that power clam fall off the edge, but you just charge straight in, try to make something happen. 2 Doolies in a Dream, they recognize their opportunity, they go through, and just like that, they take the 3-0 in this best of 5. That's going to wrap up their group round.
Yeah.
So that will kind of be all for them.
They made it through. If I have my numbers correctly, they went 3-0 in their group to make that top cut bracket. So it will be very interesting to see them further once again. But really good job for Kronos, OBT, Soveless, and Typo for making it through this round and heading on to this top cut coming up.
Yeah. We have, I believe it is a single elimination 8-team bracket.
16.
6-team bracket.
Yep.
So if you are high seeded, you do get a bye. Pretty sweet. So likely looking like 2 Doolies in a Dream will not be playing. Great banger round happened just now. This is true. If you're just tuning in, we're gonna have a little bit of break time. So maybe go back, scrub the VOD, watch it over because it was a 3-0, but honestly, some of those individual games were very close.
Oh, definitely. They were very close. The teams were neck and neck with each other, and just like that, anything could have went differently, but it ended up being 2 Doolies in a Dream to come out on top with this one. We do have another round of groups to be streamed because of our setup situation.
Oh yeah, so we have a little bit of so there was a match that was delayed, which does kind of delay the whole bracket a little bit, but that means more action. Who doesn't love more Splatoon? Who doesn't love it?
Exactly. Who doesn't love more action in general? So we're going to get another round in for round number 3 with some other casters, and for that, I have been Vapor with Mustard. Let's take a quick
wave to the venue cam.
Hello,
Here we
venue.
are.
We're all the way in the back. So with that, from Mustard, I'm Vapor, and
Yes.
we are going to take a quick break here as we head into groups round 3, part 2, with the second or the fourth stream round.
All right, hello everybody. This is Booyah Bay. I'm OBT. I'm joined by the amazing Kronos.
Yeah, we are here gonna commentate round 4 of Shrimp's Heaven versus TBD.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah, it's JoJo's team. This is quite the graphic for the maps, honestly. Yeah, on the side of Shrimp's Heaven, you got Lasagna Otter 20, another 10 player.
No,
PFC.
different otter. Different
Different
otter.
Otter? Oh,
Yeah.
man, that's like super weird that there's multiple. Anyway, PFC Flake, and then on the other side we have the TO of SoCali, JoJo of Annie, Chocomoco, and Haribo. Like Haribo, but like it's like fancy.
Extra fancy.
Oh, TBD has already won game 1. Dude, look at that Sheldon. That's like the most annoyed Sheldon I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, he looks pissed.
He's like, that's his face when you skip the info.
Hey, he said the new Dynamo had no weaknesses. I deserve to skip that text.
I know, for real.
And we see a Wellstring and the new 96 coming out from that's Shrimper's Heaven, I believe.
Yeah, man. I wasn't a believer in the 96 when it was announced, but like I think it's actually kind of good.
Yeah, it's really interesting, like aggro cooler gun that you can just kind of run, and it's, I don't know, it's neat.
All right. Yeah, Shrimper's Heaven's gonna be in the blue, and then TBD is gonna be on the orange. Yeah, you kind of see this team fight happen. They opt to grab the Rainmaker early, right into somebody from TBD.
We have the bubble coming out from TBD, trying to hold this space. Gets one.
All right, you see the hammer coming out. I think they're going to be able to get him. Oh, that's one. That's two. Can they
Might
make
find a
it 3 on
third.
Haribo? Yes, they do.
But there's still the Dapple Sharky on the left, and they die to the bop. That's unfortunate.
All right, but then it's just Shrimper's Heaven. This is their time to get the check, which they do. But I still feel like, man, I don't know if they're going to be able to get any farther.
Well, they do find a pick onto the brush early, but the Dapple is dropping left side to maybe flank. Doesn't seem to find anyone, though.
Yeah, you see, I think that was Chocomoco getting set up here. JoJo chasing somebody. Going to die to chicken. I've been there so much.
Well, we hit one dart, but a shot on the other guy. No combos so far. Got the cooler out from the side of Shrimper's Heaven.
Yeah, and again, you're seeing that 96 gameplay. They're coolered up. You see them throwing darts. Chikoko on the orange team going to get on.
We do see, we saw 2 whales come out, and we only have strikes and a bubble. Oh, but the strikes gets taken down.
Yeah, and again, man, you just kind of seeing the power of the bow. Just shredding that bubble instantly, which is going to be able to allow Shrimper's Heaven to move up.
Does find one, but the Dapples go right side. Might be able to find another here. Finds one. Shrimper's Heaven kind of just has to sit back on their corner for right now.
Yeah, honestly, man, like they got the Rainmaker, but I don't really think they have anything to move forward for in terms of like resources. So they're kind of just hanging out here.
Yeah, kind of just like a big stall fest from both sides. No one gained like any big specials in like being able to take major space. But we have a bubble here on the check. Gets the checkpoint, and here's the strikes ready.
Yeah, they're competing with the rain and the bow there, and they are going to lose the pop fight, it looks like. And Otter from behind going to get a big 3 pick out.
What a crazy pick from the brush, and this might be give them a lot of space.
Yeah, but again, man, it looks like we're just in Shrimper's Heaven, and they just got one, man.
The brush able to shark behind, still just staying alive, being annoying back here. Almost finds one on the 96, and it's going to get a jump for free.
Yeah, man, I feel like it's been really all about the brushes this game. Like, you know, Otter got that really big 3 on like 3 seconds ago, and now the brush is kind of leading the way for the yellow or the orange team here.
Yeah, the Rainmaker might get past this check here, though, because, oh, that's 2 down.
Make that 3 down, and you're seeing
Just
JoJo
Otter.
start to move up. But again, man, Otter is the only one that is home, single-handedly saving this game. I don't know if they're going to be able to stop the grab, though.
That was
Shakeup
still
going for it.
It was still the lead swap, though.
Yeah, that is good enough for the crisp 1-point lead. Very safe on this map, right, Kronos?
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Never seen anyone pass 67.
I know, man. It's a hard map. It's
Oh,
a
they're
hard
going to
map
go left
get
side
to.
on the grates?
Hey, I mean, Otter's already up there. I kind of see the vision, but they do need to get their feet on the ground, and
Oh,
that
wait,
should
but
be
they
a
take
lead
both
swap.
out.
And Shrimpson's just gonna run up there, gonna get to 40, bro. First time that this has happened for Kronos, by the way. Never
Yeah,
has Kronos seen a number this low on this map.
first time that, and first time ever seen someone take the grates and get actual value out of it.
You know, man, you know, it's a land. Some people just do unconventional stuff, but it worked out for them. I feel like they got the lead 30 seconds, and now the JoJo's trying to get outside of their spawn right now. Blake gonna grab it, gonna put some other points on the board.
It's another
How
20
far will they
points.
go? Oh my God. And they're still going, man. Shrimpson is up here, gonna see if they can pop it.
The hammer just going around in circles, trying to find a pick, couldn't find anyone, unfortunately.
I know. Need to get the handling checked on that stamp, bro. Man, they gotta turn tighter, you know.
Corners were a little too sharp.
I know, man. Lasagna, man, trying to kind of just end this match right here and now by getting the pick on the Rainmaker. They got the Rainmaker corner, and unfortunately, JoJo is gonna get that pick. We get some more gameplay.
We get to see Shrimper's Heaven really setting up. One just sharking underneath this ledge to the 96. Almost has cooler. They're opting to hold it, though, and the splash got across, apparently.
Yeah, man, kind of off camera, but we did just barely get it, though. Toshi, being the absolute GOAT of camera work, did manage to catch it right at the very end. But, man, I just feel like that was, like, all Shrimper's Heaven, like, the entire time. Despite what the score said, you know, we came into this, the TBD was already 1-0. But that was just a good game for them.
Yeah. I mean, Otter just kind of getting crazy picks on that brush.
I know,
Multiple,
dude.
like 2 to 3 Ks, just saving the game.
I know. It really, that was like, Otter was like, seriously, only one home, and they were the only one they needed. And that's the power of Octobrush. I feel like it has such a big hitbox. You could just absolutely just dunk on people.
But, I mean, yeah, that Octobrush, it's weird. It feels both like it can be super strong, but other times it's so inconsistent when I use it, man.
Yeah,
I think
see, that's the issue. You're using it, bro. Like,
Yeah, you're right,
It's
you're right.
classic example of when they do it, it works. But when I do it, it doesn't work.
I pick it up, it's a wet noodle.
I know, man. That's how I feel with so many weapons. I'm always like, I can't do that. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't work for me.
No, I think I'm like picking up like a spaghetti noodle and trying to hit him with it. Like,
I know,
okay,
it's like-
well, I know what I'm doing.
Also, you got to represent, man. I got my Booyah Bay shirt on
I didn't wear
because
mine.
we are
either.
booyahing in the Bay right now.
True.
I know you can't really battle the sea. I don't know about that one.
Well, I mean, you can try.
Yeah, man, there's a ton of people here. It's like a really big event. There's a lot of, also, man, just from a first time, like, never been here, there were like 80 bajillion spectators, which is like super cool, man. A lot of people here just to watch the matches. So.
Yeah, it's always exciting to see like all the spectators come out, especially if like family or whatnot.
Yeah, dude, and that's
Super
like
exciting.
super hype. E-leader coming out from
Hold it.
Haribo, bro.
What?
Yeah, very interesting to see this many new weapons. I didn't really expect that coming into the land, but having 3 new weapons right here, that's pretty based.
Yeah, 3 new weapons. I mean, the Dread and the Mini are both super strong. And the leader immediately finding one onto the Octobrush. Holy. Might find a second one here. Barely misses, but the Dread is open. Can't get the pick, unfortunately.
Yeah, man, I feel like this is like one of the best E-leader maps in the universe, especially if they get set up on top mid. But JoJo going to pop crab. You're going to get shredded immediately.
That Mini power. Mini with Shredder on. It's crazy.
Yeah, now we're just trying to get the TBD in. They do have 2 down on the enemy team. You see Shrimpson here trying to hold it down on defense, popping Zuka on this very new Mini. Dude, the beacons are so good on this map, too.
Yeah, no, the beacons, the Zuka on this map, crazy. I mean, they have something to push the leader out at least, which is good, because that might cause them a lot of issues.
Yeah, and you saw, unfortunately, that new kid is still a Dapple, so, like, they do have, like, no range. I think they have, like, junior range.
I think so now,
Yeah.
after that, like, 1 buff.
Yeah, so, like, I feel like just going to wisely back up, going to take that pick. And I feel like TVD's been in control for, like, the entire minute that this game has been going on, but they just have not been able to get onto their flat to actually, like, start the push.
And you see Flake being very scared to, like, push back around from that that corner from the pillow.
Hey, I get it, man. It's scary. Now it's just somehow just horrible up here. Gonna unfortunately have to back up after having mid for like literally like a minute and a half.
Yeah, not able to get a score, but I mean that's how this map runs sometimes.
Yeah. Dude, Lasagna and Flake just gonna walk up, just man, duff that guy. And Otter here gonna go for the open. They do make it.
Barely gets it.
I did. It hit the backside of
As
the
it was
ball.
coming down.
That's so, I don't know how to see that, man.
Well, the mini is up above. I don't think they know he's there. They're there.
They do not know that he's there. Dude, Shakeup is just like, hey, they got it, bro. I'm just going to make this ball right now, bro. Oh, dude, and they're jumping. I don't know if they're going to get the claim in, though, unfortunately.
Probably not, but I mean, they still have all this space, and TBD hasn't even been able to take mid yet.
Yeah, I feel like this is like more of like what I saw in game 2. Like, I really just feel like it's like TBD just really fighting for their life. Looking at this really long range from Lasagna. Unfortunately, going to go down to the bomb there, and I feel like they can't actually get in like to a push position now. But hey, honestly, if TBD can get something together, they do have 2 balls to work with, which would be the lead. So
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take that much to beat a 74 push on this map, and I mean, they've gotten map control and the leader's top mid, so it's gonna get scary soon.
yeah, you see Otter going down on the Octo Rush, just kind of juggling. Now they have 3 balls. Now the only downside is that it's kind of like having like a big target on 3 of your people. But they just need somebody to get up and in there so they can actually score and get these points, man. Because look at this, 24 clams on the side of TBD, man. They just need to keep everybody alive.
Here comes the crab from JoJo. Might try and find a pick here or just roll up and try and get the ball in the basket. Is that 4 balls on the side of JoJo or TBD?
I think it's still 3. And unfortunately, only one of them is going to be in there, man. But I saw the crab thing. I was like, man, you can use it like baller where they just shred you and then you just throw the claim in.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe next time, maybe next time. But I mean, for the context of the match, though, I mean, this is pretty close. Like, I really could see TBD coming back from this.
Oh, yeah, there's like both sides doing pretty well. I mean, 1 ball on either side is still like massive points. So Zuka coming out, might find one. Can't seem to find a pick, unfortunately, but do find a pick onto the dapples on the left side.
Dude, Shrimpson's using the Mountie hat, bro. I thought this hat was so silly in the last game.
Oh, I love that hat. It's
Dude,
so silly.
it's so big though. Like it's like way too big. Like especially because the Inklings are all tiny, man. Like that, it's too big on their little baby head. Like, oh, dude, Flake gonna try to right peek, gonna go down to Haribo, man. JoJo fighting for their life here in mid. Gets the pick onto the Dread.
And then the leader gets the mini. Might have a ball here too.
Yeah.
Might just try and rush in for the score.
I see in my head, I feel like if you were to look at like the stats after the game, I feel like TBD has gotten so many picks, but they've just not been able to capitalize on it.
They haven't been at the right place when the picks are getting made, unfortunately.
Yeah, and 2 of them are going to go down. I made that 3 of them going to go down. And we're right back to where we were, man, where they're just kind of stuck in mid here. Blake is like, bro, I'm under their basket. Come on, y'all, jump to me, please.
Might be a little too late, though, as the leader gets back up. And there's one on the spinner. It's the splash. Does find the pick.
Dude, Flake looking like a mini up there. They'll just be like, I'll get them when they peak the top, bro.
They aren't ready for my impressive speed.
Honestly, I think that the Shrimpers Heaven was trying to get like a push started, but I feel like they were actually shut down there. I mean, like, you don't really need to open. Man, again, look at this. TBD got everybody down. They just need to score and see if they can get past Shrimpers Heaven's really, really strong defense in this game.
The crab is gone, though, before overtime. And, oh, TBD
They don't
didn't
got a
have
ball.
I missed that part.
That's unfortunate.
It happens.
Also, that was like the best fight ever right at the very end, bro. You know when you're just like looking at people and both of you missed your shots, you're like, okay, who's going to not miss their shot?
The mid-off of all time.
Yeah, dude, it's worse with buckets. It looks so silly. I did a 1v1 with another bucket player, and my teammate was like, this is like so silly. Like, you guys are just running and like sloshing at each other. But when you both miss, it's like so stupid.
Dude, the 10 mid-offs are so bad.
Well, because it's just like peek, nope, that didn't work. Peek, nope, that didn't work
It's
either.
either that or you're in the middle of like nowhere and you're like, everyone shoots and then jumps and then like, oh, then the other person shoots and then jumps. No one can hit each other. It's like one pellet every like second. It's like, well,
That's so funny. I know, dude. There's like 3 temp players here.
4.
4 temp players. Yeah,
It's
you.
me, Sorella, Avocado, and then Goose.
Yeah, that's like unheard of for how many teams we have here.
Could have made a team with them.
Dude, you guys could have been the quad tent team. That would be horrible,
That would be
honestly.
so bad on it. If it was a zones only land, perfect. Get me in there. It is not a zones only
Dude, you
land.
could just like shoot the Great Wall of China, all 4 shields for all at once.
I'm adding eel tail to the map list when that happens.
No, dude, that's so bad. Also, I really like just like very, very, very barely visible Sheldon who's judging me on the rank.
He is so judgmental.
I would be too, bro. I mean, he's been around the block, man. All these little squids, they think they know what they're talking about. The Dynamo has no weaknesses, bro.
It doesn't have a weakness.
I'm telling you, I go back and go listen to him talk about the Dynamo. Just you can see that line in game. It's crazy.
Dude, I was talking to or my friend messaged me. He was going to play X rank with the new Dynamo, and he got from the gacha non-existent weakness or something like that.
No way, dude.
Something very similar. And it was just like, that's what I'm putting on now.
Dude, honestly, the best title I have is I have Legendary Legend and I have Legendary Warrior.
Those are both really good. I still love Thank You for Shield. I just can't get rid of it. It's so funny.
That's me. I'm on your team, bro. When you shield, I'm like, oh, dude, thank you for shield, bro. Except for when you jump scare me behind me and I blow up instantly.
Wow.
Chrono's like, it is what it is.
It's not the tent player's fault.
Yes, if you
there.
roll up and behind me and then put your shield out and then I blow
call
up.
it out every time, and if you die to it, it is not my fault.
You're like, I'm killing OBT. OBT's dying from my hands. This is this view right here is
really pretty.
insane, bro. Dude, shout outs to production and I don't know. I just think it's cool. Plus, you got that pseudo pixel art thing in the back, man. This is a hype event.
Okay.
Yeah. Take that. Other West Coast lands.
Got him.
Got him.
Destroyed.
Shout out to Gamo. I'm just kidding. All right, not making any changes. Flake is going to go to the ZNF. I haven't seen a ZNF in 20 years, bro.
I'm surprised, but I guess it probably is just to try and fight the leader a bit more.
Dude, okay, but is anyone going to start aggressive mid for the Chargers?
I mean, one Charger's in mid.
Nice,
They
good
already
pick.
found a pick.
I'm telling you, man, aggressive mid is a good start for Charger players because you're just never expecting it.
Yeah, it's always annoying too. I'm the one who dies to them. So.
Yeah, man. Harbo on this leader trying to find a pick. Trish trying to kind of capitalize on that as Coco goes down from the side of TVD. Man, I feel like they're barely throwing these strikes. I've never seen a strike be that close to them. They're gonna die.
Oh, there's the bomb.
Yeah, man. I've been there, Shrimp.
I've definitely been there too many times.
Yeah, man. But I mean, so far, TVD got a bunch of picks, but Shrimper's Heaven just has not let them in.
TBD has a lot of paint. Neo Splash and P-Tech going into this match.
Yeah, I can't. Is this game 5 or is it game 4?
Game 4.
Okay, I'm not going crazy. Yeah, man. I just feel like they do have just so much paint, especially on the side of TV. Bro, they got a Splash and they have a T-Tech and they have the Dapples, man. That's a lot.
Yeah, but not much range outside the leader, so it's kind of just hoping the leader makes sure they get their
you don't
pick.
need any more. The leader's got all the range in the world, bro.
You're
Come on.
You're right. My bad. Anyways, here comes the Crab from Lasagna, trying to find a pick on the leader. Ooh, Crab Ball's just in time to survive all that.
Dude, that's the craziest almost headshot I've seen in my life. Dude, Lasagna better count their days.
Oh, the ball. Okay, we're good.
Lasagna's smarter than me, not going to die to the bomb on tower. This should be the first check going to Shrimper's Heaven here.
We do get the Dapple, but Lasagna does go down, unfortunately, but we have strikes coming out from TBD, trying to just push out and take some space.
Bro, man, these people are so lucky. I cannot, there's been so many just barely misses from the Charger players on both sides. And hey, man, I think Shrimper's Heaven is definitely going to continue this push because it should be a wipeout here if they find the pick on Shakeup. Shakeup gets away with their life, and we're back on with Shrimper's Heaven offense, bro.
We do have 3 strikes up on the side, or 3 specials up on the side of Shrimper's Heaven, but Rush does go down early, unfortunately.
Dude, Horrible going for some crazy stuff, bro.
That was greedy, but I respect it. They lived, so I respect it.
And right now, I just feel like CBD just cannot put up a competent defense. They're really struggling to
The Chargers are up close and personal with each other. Oh, Blake jumped out.
Dude, Horrible is crazy, bro. What? I think that was a collat.
That was a collat.
Dude,
Crazy
Horrible saying where is
bro.
my team, bro? Why am I up in the front, bro? Come on, let's get some defense. That was crazy, bro. I've never seen that.
That was a crazy collat. We see the Rush sharking up. Might finds one.
Showing off how weak Dapple's object shredder is when they gotta shoot it like 4 times. But, yeah, man. But they just cannot seem to get to the other side of the map, man. Like Lasagna popping strikes here, counter strikes coming out from Shrimper's Heaven, and they still have that Zuka to work with also. And I just feel like TBD's been staggered the whole match.
Yeah, it feels like once they get to mid, it's instantly staggered again. There's one bottom right. I think the Dapple. No, it's the T-Tech finds one onto the Charger. Might be able to capitalize on that, but doesn't look like their team's really anywhere.
Yeah, man. Flake trying to be like Haribo, be like, I got this, bro. I can be in the front too. Now, the only downside about having a leader on your team is your team is not like the most mobile team in the universe, just because like it just takes a while for the leader to move up to do things.
Yeah.
And again, you're seeing these strikes come out, I think maybe a little bit early just because they're not at the checkpoint. You know, you always want to try to save resources like for the checkpoints. That's kind of what matters. But honestly, man, if they just keep getting picks like they are on TBD, man, I just feel like they don't need any specials, bro.
Haribo just going crazy on that leader, like finding the dread, stopping the crap, but right back at him, Shrimper's Heaven finds a pick with the Flake on that Charger.
Yeah, man. The one thing they didn't have, unfortunately, for TBD was anyone on the tower. So even though they did all that cool stuff, man, they just did not get past the first check as we go into this last 40 seconds.
Oh my. Dude, there's just Charger shots flying back and forth, finding picks. Crazy.
I know, but where's Fufu at, man? They're playing leader without their...
D1. I think it's the Dapple's flanking bottom right here, but the brush is on it.
I get. What are they shooting down there, bro? You can't.
The demon. The ghost.
I'm like, you can't shoot anyone. You're playing Dapples, bro. But honestly, if I am just Shrimper's Heaven, bro, I'm just saving. Like, they got strikes. Like, it's gonna be really hard for TBD to do anything at this point.
Honor
honestly.
just finding another pick, getting them off tower. The strikes are coming out a little early. Oh, this gives TBD plenty of time as long as Haribo can find a pick or two here.
Yeah, man, those strikes just came out just a tiny bit before overtime started. But honestly, I don't know if it's going to matter here. Just kidding. If they can get the pick on Lasagna.
It's just the dread.
It's a fight for tower. They're off tower. Oh, God.
No,
Flake saw it.
No!
Dude, Flake smelled blood in the water called, you're not on tower, I'm going to get on the tower, bro. End the match.
You're just going to leave? I'll take it.
They're like, oh, dang, bro, the tower's open and we're in overtime. That sucks. But, hey, Shrimpers Heaven going to play some good matches, bro. Going to continue on in this format. I don't exactly know what the stakes were for this. I don't know if somebody was going to the winners or losers. But, yeah, good stuff to Shrimpers Heaven, man.
Yeah, Shrimpers Heaven. The Charger battle at the end was really cool.
I'm sorry. That was really cool, man. It's been forever since I've seen a one-shot Charger battle.
Yeah, dude, the Charger duels, pretty nice.
Yeah, man. I think, though, that is like the end of our block.
I think so. I think it's on to lunch and salmon time.
Yeah, it's the lunch and salmon time. So right after this, there's going to be some kind of, there's a salmon event, which, by the way, also gets a medal. So don't go anywhere, bro. I know we're going to go to lunch, get some food, but we're going to watch the salmon event. We'll see you later.
Yeah, as Kronos, he's OBT.
That's right. Eventually, they'll cut away from us. I don't know. At some point.
We're stuck here.
Dude, we're trapped, bro.
They can't let us leave the Golden Gate Bridge.
Bro, you know what they need? They need your credit card number and the 3 digits on the back. Only you can get us out of this box.
Only you
so
can
we
save
can
us.
go to lunch. I miss that guy, bro. Break on. Okay, I can't read very well. I
don't. Reading's very hard.
All right. So again, man, I have been OBT. This has been Kronos. You'll see us in probably Top Cut, honestly.
Yeah.
So yeah. We'll see you later.